Hello everyone, thank you for joining us with this weekly thought of Dhamma. This week we'll be going through verses 7 and 8 of the Dhammapada, so let's get into them. Just as a storm throws down a weak tree, so does Mara overpower the person who lives for the pursuit of pleasures, who is uncontrolled in their senses, immoderate in eating, indolent and dissipated. Just as a storm cannot prevail against a rocky mountain, so Mara can never overpower the person who lives meditating on the impurities, who is controlled in their senses, moderate in eating, and filled with faith and earnest effort. So in these verses, I believe the Buddha is pointing to the reality that we need to constantly be careful of what we take in, of how do we like to spend our time, who do we like to spend our time with, where do we put our energies. As those who are following the path of the Buddha Dhamma, we constantly need to question, we need to constantly check ourselves, evaluate ourselves. We do have shadowy areas in us, unskilled qualities. That's perfectly fine. We're people, we're human beings. We're not born perfect. But we can develop, we can grow. But if we never question ourselves, we never look to improve ourselves, to learn to develop more wholesome qualities, then we'll never be able to grow in this Buddha Dhamma. We'll never be able to get to the end. So the Buddha here is telling us to not give in to Mara's sway, not to fall prey to the beautiful, the tasteful, the elegant, overly elegant. It's okay to have nice things, to eat good food, to buy beautiful clothes, but don't make them our only pursuit. We need to make time also for spiritual development, to be able to say, okay, I have a beautiful dress, I have some nice cars or computers, or I like to eat delicious food. But I also take time out of my day, I take time to practice generosity, to not get upset when we don't get what we want. We're able to let things go just as easily as we can get things. So just like as in verse 8, we have to be strong and hard like a mountain, that we be able to not just indulge, constantly being beaten by Mara. But no matter what pleasures life throws at us, no matter what we're shown on TV, no matter what we're shown in advertisements and magazines and on billboards, we don't have to follow that. We can think for ourselves. We don't have to follow the stream. We work against the stream. And we find strength in that. We find faith that we don't have to go along with all these things. And we can put constant, earnest effort into letting things go and not just to accept things. So hopefully with these thoughts and with these verses, we'll have plenty of things to think about throughout the week and to constantly look where we need to work on so we can all become better practitioners, so we can all become better people, that we can continue to journey on this path of Buddha Dhamma together. So thank you everyone for taking time out of your day and listening to these words of Dhamma.